welcome back, folks. It's nice to have you with us again. Where there's so much that we're talking about in the world of Western Province Club Rugby. Of course, it is full systems ahead, league or no league. In fact, we're talking so much club rugby. We don't need games right now, so we'll probably talk about club rugby the whole year without any games being played. Am I right, Renz? It's enough to talk about?
It's enough, but we still want to see the action on the field.
You still want to see the action on the field?
Well, rumor has it, James, that you're going to do more than one show a week, eh? I heard that. I heard a Tuesday will be a recap from the games of the weekend, and then maybe a Thursday is, leading up to the games and a bit of banter with the boys. So there's always that option, James.
There's always that option, right, folks? But before we get into that, don't forget, of course, we have got for you an opportunity to win a case of Score energy drinks. You need to go to our Facebook page and tell us. So we're going to ask our panel to give us a bit of a clue, and this one is very difficult, but there are some clues involved. And we give you the clue, you go to our Facebook page. Just take a look at the screen over here now, and the team, but that's a pretty broad team with lots of different jerseys in the team, but you've got to tell us who is that at practice. Renz, do you want to give us the first clue?
Sure.
3 letters.
Three letters, and I know it starts with the N. That's
3 letters starts with the N. Dylan?
North and Red.
North and Red. And Morgs?
JP, the director of rugby at the club was on the show today.
Oh, director of rugby was on the show
More
today.
than
There's a
3
great
words.
clue there. He was on the show with us today. All right, go to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Cape Rugby TV, and enter our Score Energy Drinks competition. We were, of course, down at the FalseBay Rugby Club recently, and we managed to catch up with the women's team. Take a look.
Cuba Arendse. I'm excited to be back at the Bay. Pre-season's been a bit tough, a lot of fitness, but very excited to get back into it. Very excited. Lisa was my touch coach before, so I'm excited to work with a different field of rugby, but I think we're going to make magic. I think that it's just a bit of communication and clashing heads, but I think that with a lot of team building and trying to talk it out, communication, things like that, I think we'll do well this season. Do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. It's the best thing that you could do. It's the best thing that happened to me. And rugby is a way to help let out your anger, your stress, everything like that. It's a way to let loose. So do it. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
Right, there we go, folks. FalseBay women's rugby side, of course, in training there. Dylan, amazing to see the progress you guys have made on women's rugby.
No, I think Zoe Nadia has come in and done an absolutely incredible job there. I mean, they're just growing and growing. The numbers there on a Monday, I mean, we trained that day as well.
Yeah.
And the numbers there on Monday were phenomenal.
Yeah. Renz, a fantastic way for the clubs to add another leg to their current activities. If you're playing first team, second team, maybe you've got a youth structure. For a club to work, you need as much activity as possible.
Yeah, Judge, I think, looking at FalseBay, I think Dylan said earlier that the women's rugby is probably more popular than the men's rugby at the moment. So I think it's a good thing for all the clubs, especially now. I think now is the best time to actually start your women's team.
Yeah.
Because women's rugby is blowing up in South Africa.
Yeah.
So getting that right, it gives you also that, that draw card to getting more players also in.
Yeah. Talking about more players coming in, of course our clubs are all busy with pre-season training. Pedro April from Eerste Rivier sent us a little video, and he said daar's net een rivier en dis Eerste Rivier. Let's take a look. Right, there we go. That was a great little clip there from Pedro April at Eerste Rivier. And he says, daar's net een rivier en dis Eerste Rivier. Everybody's always welcome at Kleinvlei Sport Field. That's, of course, in Eerste Rivier. They cater for men and ladies, and their seasons already starts on the 25th of January, when they go to Malmesbury to the Sevens. They've got the 8th of February with Strand 10s, and their pre-season friendlies on the 1st of March starts against Belleville, Hands and Hearts, Whistling Wheels, and Eerste Rivier for the entire month before the league, of course, starts in April. It's the kind of activity you're looking for, is?
Yeah, definitely. Especially that game when I heard you said Whistling Wheels. So that's like the big derby.
Yeah.
There's two teams that's probably like a kilometer away from each other. So definitely. And like I said earlier, when I saw the footage, they always pitch up in numbers at that field on the pre-season. So good to Pedro and the guys.
Yeah. Have you guys earmarked, I don't know, when you say, Dylan, you say you guys are busy looking for momentum this year. Are there any derby matches that you guys would be having in place, or have you guys matured to that level that you take it one game at a time?
No, I think in rugby you have to take it one game at a time, especially with SLA. But there's always the derbies that go around. I mean, FalseBay, Durban, with Hamilton's as well. I know the Hamilton's Villages Derby is coming up. I think they run it in pre-season. And yeah, there's always the team you want to knock the top guys off.
Yeah.
So
and now's the time to get involved.
Definitely.
Now, Morgs, your advice for any kids, parents, moms or dads that are watching right now, and they're probably thinking, listen to these guys, all so much excitement. It's a place to join. Club rugby is a home that I can belong to. I can belong to a club structure where, you know, there are people I can relate to, people I can talk to. It's a safe environment. Your advice for people that maybe are considering getting involved and registering?
Yeah, James, I mean, we said it earlier in the show, you know, if there's a club near you, I think an emphasis on near you,
yes.
number one.
Yeah.
Find a club, there's a place for everybody, you know. Even if you're a schoolboy that wants to maybe do the scoreboard on a Saturday, there's a place for you to do the scoreboard, you know. If you're a youngster that maybe wants to run water for the first team, you know, you're aspiring to play for the first team one day, go down, register for the club, get involved.
But if you've never played rugby before, there's nothing to stop you getting involved as well.
No, by all means, you know, go down there. Like I say to you, literally, you don't have to be a rugby player to be part of a rugby club. You know, you can literally do the scorekeeping. You can contribute in whatever way, shape or form that may look like. You know, I think we need to go back to the old school of like, what is the club there for? The club is there to serve the community in which it exists, right? So, for example, Kraaifontein is there to serve the community. So anyone, be it a rugby player, be it a cricketer, whatever it is, get involved.
Yeah. And Rens, for the moms and dads that are out there that are looking to get their kids from a school potentially involved, you don't have to be the fastest, the strongest, the fittest. You can just play rugby.
Yeah, just come and enjoy your time. You know, like Morg said, get to a club near you. Everyone is always open.
There'll always be a coach there to look after you.
Especially always a coach, always an admin player, even a rugby player there that will assist you.
Morgan Newman, fantastic to have you back on the show. 15 years of club rugby, but before that, 5 years of radio.
Yeah, 100%, Japes. Yeah, good to have him. Thanks, man. Hopefully we can do a lot more in the future.
100%. And Renzel Botman, great to have you back. Hopefully the Botman strength continues.
Thanks for having me, Japes. And yeah, hopefully I'll be back soon.
And Dylan, hopefully FalseBay continues to survive, considering that your women's rugby is about to take over.
Thanks for having me, JP. I really appreciate it.
Tell Luke Jacobs and the guys, we can't wait to get them back in studio. I think this is, of course, the season of captains and coaches.
Yeah, I think we have the captain's table, but I think we should make it a longer season of captain's table, and not just the end of the year.
Well, there we go, folks. It's been a pleasure. We, of course, had Rob Willifear, head coach at Hamilton's Rugby Club, in studio with us. Murray Ingram from NTK, also in studio with us. And we can't wait to get them back. And we'll carry on talking more about what's happening in the world of Western Province Club Rugby. Remember, the coaches' registrations are open. You can go to www.wpclubrugby.co.za. The new dates are up and running. Get involved. You can either do level 1, level 2, strength and conditioning, or even sevens rugby coaching. We'll see you again next week. Same time, same place. Have a fantastic rugby weekend. Bye-bye.